I'm 72 years old, and I need to tell you something that most people won't tell you until it's already too late. Losing your independence doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly, slowly, in ways you barely notice. And by the time most people realize it's happening, it's already gone. For most of my life, I believed independence was automatic. I thought if I worked hard, saved money, stayed out of trouble, I'd naturally stay in control of my life as I got older. I assumed independence was something you kept by default. I was wrong. After 60, independence becomes something you must protect intentionally. If you don't, it slips away piece by piece, usually handed over to convenience, comfort, or other people who mean well but slowly take control. And I'm making this video because I've watched too many people my age lose their independence without ever understanding how it happened. Not because they were weak, not because they were careless, but because no one told them what actually matters. So today, I want to share 6 smart moves that allowed me to stay independent after 60, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially, without relying on anyone else. These aren't motivational slogans. These are lessons paid for with time, mistakes, and watching others lose freedoms they assumed would always be there. Smart move number 1. Guard your body like your freedom depends on it. Because it does. Here's the hard truth. After 60, your body is no longer just your body. It's your ticket to independence. I've seen people with plenty of money and loving families lose their freedom simply because they couldn't move well anymore. Once you can't climb stairs, lift groceries, or get out of a chair without help, your world shrinks fast. And most people wait too long. They wait until pain forces them. They wait until a doctor scares them. They wait until recovery becomes 10 times harder. You don't need extreme workouts. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Walking every day. Strength training, even lightly. Balance exercises. Stretching. I started late, and I regret that. But the moment I made movement non-negotiable, everything changed. Not just my body, my confidence. Because independence isn't about being young, it's about being capable. Smart move number 2. Learn how to do things yourself again. As we age, it's tempting to outsource everything. Let someone else drive. Let someone else fix things. Let someone else handle technology. Let someone else decide. That's comfortable and dangerous. Every skill you give up becomes a dependency. I watched a close friend slowly stop doing things on his own. At first it was small. It's easier if my daughter handles that. Then it became bills, appointments, travel plans, even basic decisions. Within a few years, he wasn't living his life anymore. He was waiting for permission to live it. I made a different choice. I forced myself to learn the things that scared me. Online banking, smartphones, health portals, new tools, new systems. It was uncomfortable, sometimes humiliating, but independence requires humility before it gives you freedom. If something can be learned, learn it, even if you're slow, especially if you're slow. Smart move number 3. Simplify your life before it forces you to. Clutter isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, logistical. After 60, complexity becomes a trap. Too many possessions, too many obligations, too many commitments, too many unfinished responsibilities. Every extra thing becomes something that needs managing, or someone to manage it for you. I downsized later than I should have. I held on to things just in case. But once I simplified, I felt lighter, more mobile, more in control. Independence thrives in simplicity. Ask yourself, do I own my life, or does my life own me? Because the simpler your life, the fewer people you'll need to run it. Smart move number 4. Protect your mind more than your pride. This one is hard, because many people confuse independence with stubbornness. They refuse help when they need it, but they also refuse learning when they should. Your mind must stay flexible. Read. Learn new things. Challenge your beliefs. Stay curious. Mental rigidity is one of the fastest paths to dependence. Once you stop adapting, the world moves on without you, and suddenly you're relying on others to interpret it for you. I make it a point to learn something new every year, not because I need to impress anyone, but because I refuse to become mentally passive. Independence lives in curiosity. Smart move number 5. Build financial breathing room, not wealth. After 60, independence isn't about being rich. It's about having options. I've seen people with large incomes still dependent because every dollar was committed. Debt is a leash, no matter your age. The goal isn't luxury. The goal is margin. Enough savings to say no. Enough flexibility to adapt. Enough simplicity to sleep at night. I stopped chasing more and focused on enough. That shift alone gave me more independence than any raise ever did. When your expenses are low and your needs are modest, your freedom grows. Smart move number 6. Practice being alone without becoming isolated. This is the one nobody talks about. True independence includes emotional self-sufficiency. You should enjoy people, not need them to function. After 60, many people cling out of fear. They stay in draining relationships because they're afraid of being alone. And that fear slowly erodes independence. I learned how to be comfortable with my own company, how to enjoy quiet, how to make decisions without constant validation. That doesn't mean cutting people off. It means choosing connection instead of dependency. The strongest people I know aren't lonely. They're self-contained. The question you must ask yourself: if something happened tomorrow, an illness, a loss, a change, how much of your life could you still manage on your own? Be honest. Independence isn't about never needing help. It's about not being helpless. Every small habit you build now is a vote for your future freedom. Why this matters so much? After 60, people don't usually lose independence because of age. They lose it because of neglect. They neglect their bodies. They neglect their skills. They neglect simplicity. They neglect adaptability. They neglect emotional strength. And one day, the cost comes due. I've watched people my age hand over their lives without realizing they were doing it. I refuse to be one of them. If I could speak to my 60-year-old self, I'd say this: don't wait. Don't assume. Don't drift. Move your body. Use your mind. Simplify your world. Learn relentlessly. Live within your means. Stand on your own emotionally. Because independence isn't guaranteed. It's built. I'm 72 years old. I don't know how much time I have left. None of us do. But I know this: The freedom I still have today exists because of choices I finally started making after 60. You still have time, but not as much as you think. Start now. Because the greatest gift you can give your future self isn't comfort, it's independence. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment and tell me which of these 6 moves you're going to start today. The clock is moving. What are you doing to stay free?